have you seen the this Tampa offense kind of uh, change as from week 1 to week 9 to the film that you're watching now of their recent games?
They've been taking a lot more explosive shots down the field. Their game has evolved. They got a lot of different people involved with AB and 14 back and number 10. So you just see them with a more explosive offense and taking shots. So that's what I've seen from week 1 to now.
Next one's from Amos Morale.
Yeah, kind of following up on that, you guys have, really seemed to kind of cut out the big plays that opponents were, when they try to take shots on you. Just how much confidence do you have that you guys are able to go out there and kind of eliminate some of those opportunities?
Starts in practice. We focused on eliminating plays in practice, and you see it translate in the game. So we just take it one play at a time, and that's our mentality. One play at a time and eliminate the explosives, and that's how you win games.
Next one's from Amy Just.
I know in season, in the moment, it's hard to realize the magnitude or the history of the moment with Drew turning 42 today and Tom Brady being 43. Is that, like, can you, how do I word this? Appreciate the history of the moment, just knowing that these are two guys that you grew up watching and you're playing in a playoff game where both of them are still playing in their early 40s?
I mean, it's just a blessing to be able to actually play with Drew and go up against Tom Brady. Just as young as I am, just growing up watching him. Now I'm actually playing with and against. It's a great opportunity, and I mean, I appreciate it. I know everybody else appreciates it as well.
Next one's from Luke Johnson.
Marcus, how important when you're looking back at those first two games against Tampa was the pass rush and y'all limiting them the way you did and the turnovers you guys forced? Like, I know that's you guys aim to play kind of a complementary style there, but how important was it specifically in those two games?
Takeaways are a major part in every game. Being able to take the ball away, being able to disrupt the passer, that's all complimentary, and that helps you all around. So being able to rush the passer helps us in the back end, take the ball away. We got great guys that are covering, rushing, and that just contributes to us getting those takeaways and stopping them on offense.
Next one's from Nick Underhill.
Marcus, just being on the field and from your perspective, is it as impressive to you guys the way that Marshon is able to play against Mike Evans consistently as it is to everybody else, and like just the way he kind of erases them?
Marshon locks up everybody. It's not just Mike Evans. Marshon goes out there, and everybody in our back end does one play at a time, and we try to go out there and lock everybody up. We're not just worried about Mike Evans. We're worried about every single person on the offense. We work as a team, and that's how it works. The line does their job, the DBs do their job, the linebackers do their job, and when we all play with confidence, it's hard to beat us.
Next one's from Andrew Doak.
Marcus, maybe if you think back to like the first time that you ever met Drew Brees, whether it was in the locker room or whatever the moment was, I mean, is there an aura that like Tom Brady has to him, like a presence when he's on the field, maybe similar to Brees, that when you guys play him, there's like an excitement level just to be playing against somebody that's one of the game's greatest?
I mean, I'm not really shell shocked, or I'm not like, when people are famous or anything, I'm not shy to that. It doesn't really matter. Somebody's somebody. He's a great player, but when I go out there, I'm ready to dominate him, and that's just how it is. I'm not gonna go into a game like, oh, this is Tom Brady. I'm going to the game like, this is a quarterback. I got to stop him. This is my defense against their offense. I'm not looking at them like, oh, I'm scared. I'm not. We're not scared of nobody. I'm not scared of anybody. But so when I go out there, it's like it's just another quarterback to me.
Is it, just to quickly follow up, I mean, is there I imagine as a competitor though, does it add like some extra juice or just any type of intensity when you play someone like that? I mean, I'm sure when people play Drew Brees, they get that extra level of excitement maybe. Is that?
No, I'm intense. I'm intense versus everybody. You don't pull up just because of somebody that may not be in the Hall of Fame or something like that. You gotta go out there every week willing to dominate. You don't go out there just because it's Tom Brady and elevate your game. Your game should already be elevated. So when I go out there, I'm already playing to play at a high level, not just because of him, but because I gotta do what I have to do for my team, but not just because I'm going against Tom Brady.
Next one from Luke Johnson.
Marcus, just personally, how do you feel like this year went for you? Do you feel like you've obviously with the team goals still in front of you, do you feel like you accomplished what you wanted to accomplish this year personally, the regular season?
Personally, there's always more for me. I usually keep my goals to myself, but there's always more. I never just go into the season like trying to just shoot for this particular number. I shoot for a particular number, but then I try to exceed it. But I'm always trying to make myself better in any way it could be, and find my deficiencies and try to fix those, and just continue to get better. And that's what I feel like I improved on this year. Is just finding the deficiencies, whatever they are, and get better each play and each game.
Last one's from Amy Just.
Yeah, last week was your first week back after missing a couple games with your injury. You played every snap, but how did it feel to get back out there after missing a couple games?
It felt great to be back out there with the team. You never want to be watching from the sideline, but I know my guys were going to hold it down, and that's what they did. They held it down, and there was no let off. That's just what we do, and that's what we preach in our DB room. Somebody goes down, next man up mentality, and that's what we have back there, and that's just kudos to my guys back there.
All right, we're all set.